about 2-3 years ago, and then everything kind of rose at once.
Yeah, so they cast me as Kamala in 2014. No, wait, January. It's all a blur. It was a lot. It was a
It's
lot.
LA. There's no seasons.
Exactly. It's all one giant day. So I really couldn't tell you. But yeah, it was before they cast me, and I couldn't reveal it until like a year and a half later, and we had already recorded like a bunch of episodes at that point.
Oh, that's so you had a secret identity.
Yes, I was a superhero after all.
Now, do you read the Miss Marvel book, the comics on shelves?
I do, yeah. I'm not all caught up, but I do read them all, yeah.
I think it's really cool that the book has so many pieces of the culture that are reflected in both the show and the movie, and the book really keeps that as a focal point. Was that something that drew you to the character?
Absolutely. I mean, I had heard about Kamala well before I even knew that they were going to bring her into the animation side of things. And I had a lot of friends tell me about her, and they were like, this is really cool. There's like a brown superhero, and she's a woman. And I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. So I was super familiar with that before. And when I got that opportunity, I was just like, this is crazy that I get to voice such an important character, what I find to be a very important character. So that was a huge draw, and that also what attaches me to her on a soul level.
Yeah.
Like, I feel very, very, I get her.
Yeah.
I get her.
Is there anything that's changed or evolved as you've played her over the years?
We get to see a little bit more of where she comes from, her family, and her family is really, really important to her. And I think, you know, for Rising, we get to see that.
Yeah.
And you don't really get to see that so much in the other things that we've seen her in so far.
Yeah, I noticed as the book, it brought that influence up. The book, her family is hugely important, and then this movie, I saw that be utilized, and made me happy that it was reflecting the comic so well.
Absolutely, and that was something that I was really, really looking forward to as well, and what I was so excited to see when I did get the script for the movie. I was just like, oh great, we get to see her world, and we get to see what really, really matters to her, and her family does matter a lot to her.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been great to be able to see that in the movie too.
And what's it like to be a woman in this very, very female-centric film, especially after coming off Avengers Assembled? There's been all these, like, it's a very dude-heavy universe to this point, and everything's about to change. Has it been, what's it feel like to be part of something that's about to flip the switch?
It's about time.
Yeah.
You know, it shouldn't have taken this long.
Yeah.
And so it's incredibly exciting that I get to be a part of something like that. I want to see more of that. And I hope this is just a trend going forward, because, you know, girls and women have had no issues relating to male superheroes. Yeah. And so it shouldn't be difficult for boys and men to be able to relate to a female superhero as well. I think we're all human beings. And so, you know, I just hope this continues. I
can't wait for a Kamala Khan shirt. I've been looking forward to one. That's I know that's coming. Like all the dudes, I'm like, I want a Kamala Khan shirt. I love Miss Marvel. So my final question for you. You and Miss Marvel, separately, what would your favorite Marvel property be? Like, what movie would Miss Marvel like if that was canon in her universe?
Okay, within the Marvel universe?
Within the Marvel, preferably. Like MCU or even before. But, like, would she be an X-Men fan, an Iron Man fan? You know what I mean?
She's very much about justice, and I think X-Men is and fighting against prejudice. And I think X-Men is such a great reflection and a great story that shows what happens when a people are discriminated against for being who they are,